Welcome, everybody, to another episode. The second inaugural, that doesn't make sense. The second episode ever of Mega64antine, our new weekly show where we are under strict and severe quarantine, but still making the most of it, talking with each other, hanging with each other.
Highest quality content
right.
in the world.
Welcome everybody to day 20 of worldwide quarantine. We are your quarantine comedy masters, Mega64. We've been put in charge by the governments of the United States and the nations all over to entertain you during this time.
Yeah.
They called us and said, hey, you guys are the most entertaining, funny people around. We got to have you lift the spirits up of the people. So here we are.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. All the other entertainers are dropping the ball. Jimmy Fallon's doing like stupid shit from his living room.
Yep.
Yeah.
People eat up Jimmy Fallon's stupid shit, though. They love his shit.
Everybody is writing on like a piece of paper, like, "Oh, welcome to my new TV show," like John Krasinski, and they're not being funny enough. And the Pentagon has engaged DEFCON 7 on the comedy scale. I
watched some of Jimmy Fallon's show last night.
Yeah.
It was he started his monologue. He did his monologue just in like his room, and that was fine. But the comedy bits were fucking terrible. Oh my God. He did a bit where he was like trying to FaceTime with Lady Gaga, but she was too busy.
And she's sticking to her schedule.
Anything that could have happened in that bit is already in your mind right now. Like there was nothing surprising. It was, wait, what? You can't, what? What? You're too busy? Oh, I see you got a lot of paperwork. Oh, well, oh man. I mean,
that sounds great.
Yeah, it was great.
Sounds like Lady Gaga didn't want to do it. And agreed to the most minimal amount of participation possible.
Yeah, maybe, but man, it was unbearable. But then again, I don't watch his normal show, so maybe that's par for the course.
That's probably what it's.
Anyway,
that's basically what it always is. Yeah.
How have you guys been doing the last few days? Any updates? We got Johnny with us here today. We decided Johnny worries too much for the main podcast, but just enough for the quarantine themed podcast.
Yeah.
So, I thought we learned last episode that Sean was taking over my spot of the
so we might actually swap that out, and maybe Sean doesn't need to do the main podcast.
Oh, okay.
And bring that energy to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's have Johnny earn his keep right now by checking in with him first. How are you holding up, Johnny?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, once I learned that I had to stay inside, I've been doing pretty good. I realized I never tried the trial for Amazon Prime, so I've been able to like get food delivered here pretty easily.
Oh, wow.
I've just been chilling, been watching a lot of movies, but we can get into movie talk later. But
yeah,
that's about it.
How do you feel about Amazon Prime employees wanting to go on strike because they still have to work and deliver shit to people?
I mean, I get it. Like that sucks, but I mean, they're doing a service. Like I commend them. They should definitely get like paid 20 times more during this. Yeah,
agreed.
Okay.
He's supporting the hazard pay. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people I heard on the PPS last night talking about hazard pay, and I've been seeing that in the news. Like people that are out there working would like some kind of compensation for putting themselves at risk.
That seems fair. I'm not out there. Go ahead, give them the money.
I feel like anyone who's deemed like essential right now, they should be getting something. I mean, like if you're at a grocery store or Amazon or whatever, like you're a crucial part of the machine right now. So
even fucking McDonald's, you're doing it. Like if you're going into place dealing with people every day, I don't give a fuck where you are.
Yeah.
You deserve a medal and a lot of money.
They should make it voluntary and give hazard pay.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat says they work for Amazon and hourly employees are getting an extra $2 an hour right now.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes,
that's good to hear. People are being taken care of, man.
But is that being taken care of? $2? I don't know.
Man,
I agree. Make it like $7 more.
I think though the salary for that position, $2 is a pretty big percentage of it.
And think about it. if we give everybody $7 more,
Yeah.
then how much more we got to give Jeff Bezos to compensate? He's got to get like an
Oh,
extra
man.
10 million.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start feeling bad for Jeff after that. I'm starting to get real bummed about
'Cause
Jeff.
If the starting gets $7 more, then their manager's got to get 10, and then their manager's got to get 20. And by the time it works its way up, you're talking.
What's left
Jeff
for the
Bezos.
banks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's bail them out. Can you bail them out?
Don't worry, we will.
Amazon has been talking about like, certain things you order are going to take way longer to ship now and things like that. But I would recommend if anybody is trying to order something and it's like, oh yeah, it won't be there for a month, try ordering it anyway, because I've been having a lot of stuff say that, and I order it anyway, and it's shipping like real quick.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
I think they're doing whatever they can to kind of fill in the gap. Like, oh, okay, we got an opening here, we could ship
Can I
that.
chime in? That is a classic delivery person trick. Because when I used to deliver pizza at Papa John's, we would close at 11 o'clock. And anybody who called after 10:45, sorry, delivery time's going to be about 2 hours right now.
Yeah, they're totally doing that. Yeah.
We weren't allowed to decline orders, so we were trying to make it seem like unbearable. And if you still ordered anyways, you'd probably get your pizza in about 5 minutes. It was the fastest delivery of the whole day.
That's what I was going to say, Derek. I remember when all of you guys, well, not all of you guys, but you and a bunch of our friends worked in the pizza industry. I remember being at the apartment where you and Sean lived. And I remember we wanted pizza really bad. We ordered it like 20 minutes before they were closing. And they said it was going to be like, we're backed up. It's going to be 2 hours. And I was about to hang up the phone like, oh, fuck this. And Derek, you swooped in and you were like, they're playing us. I know this trick. Order the fucking pizza. I was like, oh, okay. So I did.
And then we got it.
I've never had a faster order in my life. I think like 30 seconds later, the man was at the door.
Yeah, because they want to go home.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in Amazon. They don't want to be doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys ordering like Final Fantasy VII Remake is next week, and a lot of people are saying, ooh, they're telling me it's going to be late. It's going to be, I don't know, maybe stick with it. I bet you'll still get it.
Yeah.
Also, so if it's late, so be it. We told you. But if it's on time, no one's going to complain they got it early.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess there is more important stuff right now, but just in general. There was a lot of stuff, though, that I was trying to order from Amazon that wasn't even like non-essential. Like, it was stuff like, I was just trying to order like soap and stuff, and it was like, you'll get it in a month.
Hey, soap's tough right now. Everyone wants soap.
Yeah. But again, like, I went through with it and I got it really quick. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you really need something, give it a shot. But anyway.
Hey, is there anything out there that either you didn't stock up on or you like really overstocked? Like, what do you have at both ends of your spectrum in your like quarantine stash?
Well, I straight up did not have toilet paper. I was like, oh fuck, before this started, we had an average amount. We've been home for 20 days, and so I was like, I do not have toilet paper like in my house. I have like one roll left. So I went to Costco yesterday, and they had mountains of it.
That's what I heard. They're restocking by like, they have like, each store has like a Great Wall of China made of toilet paper.
It reminded me of remember in Dark Knight when he has the pile of money with a guy on top that burns? It was like that with toilet paper.
So Joker level amounts of toilet paper.
It was Joker level. And it wasn't just one mountain. They had like 4 of these mountains throughout the store.
Awesome.
So much so that when you walked in with your cart, they straight up at the beginning by the TV is like, hey, toilet paper, it's right here if you want it. It's like handed it if you want.
Kevin, you
I
saw
thought it was
that
gonna be
too,
like
right?
Joker level where they set it on fire and they just watch it burn.
No.
Yeah, they had tons of toilet paper when I went yesterday.
Kevin is remotely controlling the show today, so thank you, Kevin. But yeah, Kevin made a Costco run. Kevin, do you want to talk about what you picked up there is a little different, or do you not want to go into it?
No, I don't want to go
talk
into
about it.
Okay. Kevin's all fucked up. He's buying like fun shit.
What?
All
What?
What do you
these
get? Did you
people
buy a pool? Costco above ground pool?
No, yeah. No, but he was there. No, he mentioned that he mentioned that he had been there and that there was a ton of toilet paper. So it sounds like that's being amended. For
I want to change this topic real quick. What is the most non-essential thing you've gone and picked up? during this quarantine.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean,
Rocco, go ahead.
I mean that the Star Wars box set came out,
Yeah.
and I had pre-ordered that like a year ago, but they were saying come down and pick it up, and it's like, oh god, I don't want to fucking like deal with any. I have not gone to any stores. Like again, I went to Costco at the beginning of all of this, and not since, nowhere since. But I did go to get it, and they just brought it to the car, and like someone with gloves slipped it through the window, and I drove off. That was it.
Wow.
But that's all for me.
I've gone to Starbucks, which I feel
Wow.
guilty about.
Wait, the drive-through though?
Yeah, the drive-through.
I think
You
that's
can't go
okay.
inside right now.
Did you
It's,
get food? Did you at least get food and not just a coffee?
I've done both.
Oh,
Really? See, I still don't feel like good about going to a drive-through. Like I'm not
Yeah,
not
me
that I'm
neither.
like terrified, but I'm like in my mind it's like you don't need to do that. Fuck off with that. That's how
well-
I keep thinking, but
let me share with you my philosophy. I
Okay.
am out here supporting local businesses still. So the
Yeah, like
taco
Starbucks.
shops,
Yeah.
all of the Mexican food that I normally drive through, they're still open Wednesday night and Sunday nights when I leave the studio. I hit them up for dinner. And it's very, like gloves through the drive-through window. They
Yeah.
hand me the bag. As soon as I get home, I throw the bag away, and then
I
I
do that, yeah.
transport the food to a plate. And then, I'm still doing drive-throughs probably like 3 nights a week.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've done some Uber Eats, but I just haven't. I went to, I did like the In-N-Out drive-through at one point. But that's really
That was a
it.
mistake for me. I feel like that was more crowded during this shitty time than
Yeah.
it is
Oh, yeah.
normally. It took me a half hour to go through In and Out.
down here. Yeah.
Well, all this being said, truth be told, I was in my car today. I drove past Starbucks. It was like a half-mile long line wrapping
Yeah.
around the block. It was like 19 cars. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be going back there quite as frequently because, this is like infection week,
Yeah.
what we're going through right now. Everybody,
Right.
that's what they say. This is when it's going to
That's
spread
what they
everywhere.
say.
So
Is this
Yeah.
the curve?
Cut it off.
Are we in the curve that everyone was talking about flattening?
No,
No,
we're
they were in
still
the
up.
spike.
Which
Oh.
Right before
surprises
the
me
curve.
because we have been, like you said, 20 days now. We've been locked down, keeping our distance and like whatever. Even before that, a little bit, we were kind of doing that. But now, like, especially, so you like, how are people getting sick still? What's happening?
I asked the girl at Starbucks when I went through, I was like, how's it going? She's like, busy. And I was like,
Yeah.
busy, huh? And then she like took an order real quick and she's like, yeah, everyone and their mom is bored and the only thing they can do is come to Starbucks. So we've been like splam nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no quarantine is perfect. Obviously we can't do 100%, so it is going to keep spreading, but I don't know. Most people I know seem like they're doing a pretty good job. I'm hearing less and less about like stupid gatherings and things like that. A little less, at least on my end. But
Well, we were talking earlier. We don't know. I don't want anybody to take this as an official anything. This is speculation.
yeah.
I personally don't know what's going to happen to conventions this summer, like Comic-Con or PAX. They just rescheduled RTX,
Yeah.
but like, is that going to be okay? That when in a few months when the time comes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would, because this whole time because people were going, what do you think? You think they're going to do Comic-Con? You think they're going to do whatever? And I kept saying, honestly, I think by that point they will happen. Maybe a lot of guests won't go, or definitely not overseas guests, but I think they will happen. And because I think this is, and I'm not saying this is good, but I just think there's a level of it that people will accept. That after a while, people will start going out again, and there might still be traces of it, but people are just going to start ignoring, like, yeah. It's not really in my peripheral anymore, so I'm going to go to stuff still. That's what I kind of predicted, so I thought they're still going to happen. But now that we're getting closer, I'm thinking maybe a lot of this will be better by then, but it's not going to be viewed as a responsible thing to do to have 100,000 person event.
Yeah, especially
So
like,
it's making me
you're
think,
so,
they're
you're
probably
on
gonna
top of
axe it.
everyone there. There is no space at Comic-Con. You are touching everyone. I don't know if you guys saw, probably not, but the MLB just said that they're gonna have games only when it's safe for that many people to get together in one place. So everyone's like, "Oh, it's not happening this season. There's no baseball."
Yeah.
No
yeah.
season.
That's it.
When they say that many people, do they mean the crowd or the baseball players?
They said they're not gonna have games unless there's a crowd there.
Well, you
Oh,
could probably,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
You
that
could
was
probably-
like some agreement they made.
Wow. Sean, they could probably still have Padres games because I don't think that many people come.
Come on, Garrett. I'm having enough time.
Oh, that's true. Hey, if all of us go to a Padres game, they'll probably have it.
Shut up. We were gonna be good this year.
Yeah.
We got like 7 people.
But yeah, so that's what I think is like. I think there will be a degree of normalcy. Probably, I think there will be a degree of it back by that point, maybe in general. But it won't be deemed responsible to do an event that big. I think that's how it's going to look. But somebody brought it up in the chat, and it's a good point too. I don't know if you guys saw, but the San Diego the LA Convention Center where they do Anime Expo, that's being used for like beds and stuff right now.
Wow.
The San Diego Convention Center here, it's not being used as a hospital, or we're not at that point or anything like that, but they are making it a homeless shelter for more at-risk homeless, meaning like 65 and up.
Wow.
They can stay and get enough space and everything to stay there. So
Yeah.
how long is it going to be like that? You know, I don't know.
Which I'm sorry, but that just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah. In terms of
Maybe
like
that's-
catching it or just in general?
Yeah, you're gonna take all of the most at-risk people in the city and lock them in a giant room.
Put them in one.
together.
Yeah, put them in one spot. I guess that does seem a little bit weird.
I'm getting like flashes of The Walking Dead when they just sealed up. You know, I don't know, whatever.
I'm sure anybody staying in there right now loves being compared to The Walking Dead. So I think that's a any gathering.
God.
If you refer to it as
My
being
God.
like The Walking Dead, you might want to stay away from that one.
I'm just joking. We're
No.
the comedy
No, I know
commanders
what
of
you
the
mean.
pandemic, so we're allowed to make jokes.
I was thinking about that too. Honestly, like that. I don't know the logistics of that, so that is scary to me too. Do
I've
you
been seeing a
remember
lot of cops, like more than usual, because I am still driving around every now and then to work and back, and I'm seeing cops out there like helping homeless people a lot, or who knows if they're helping or dealing with them or hassling them. But I just see a lot of that interaction going on in my neck of the woods.
Well, I've heard
Yeah.
crime is taking like a nosedive. Luckily,
Well, that's
so-
positive. That's nice.
Yeah.
This is really random. I don't mean to derail it too much, but now we've been talking about The Walking Dead and Comic-Con. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when they had it? It's so funny because it almost seems like a relic of a past time right now. But they used to have a lot more zombie walks where everyone would walk around like a zombie.
I do remember that.
Isn't it funny? I
hated
feel like
that.
I haven't heard about that in a million years. But do you remember when they did that one at Comic-Con and that guy drove through the crowd?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because he was deaf or something. Was that? So there's some weird thing with that.
That was the debate. Was
Or he
that
thought
was the
that
whole,
he was being attacked.
He was a deaf driver and he drove too close to the walk or something like that. And all these zombie walk people started yelling at his car, and then they were like jumping on his hood and like yelling at him and hitting his windshield. So he had a kid in the back and he just went, "Well, shit, I got to keep you safe." And he just took off.
That sounds like an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like I could just see it's just a series of miscommunications where this guy really thinks he's being attacked by zombies. The apocalypse is happening, and he just goes into survival mode and floors it.
And that court case ended, and he lost.
Oh no!
I was on his side. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I mean, he hit people. You can't just plow through a bunch of people. I get that. But there was video of it, and yeah, they were like screaming at him, and they were on his hood and hitting.
Yeah.
I just feel like in that sense, you would go into self-defense mode and just get out.
Yeah, well, becomes
Isn't it like illegal to drive if you can't hear?
Well, that was my other question. Is like, well, maybe let's start there.
I think
I don't
that
know the
might
law.
be the case.
I'm not sure.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I don't know how that
Well, you
works.
can't
know.
drive with earphones on. I know that's the law.
Yeah.
True, but it, you know,
I
don't-
really
I
don't
don't
know how
think-
that works.
I don't think they discriminate against deaf people from driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you
they
can.
discriminate
That-
against
yeah,
blind
that's-
people.
Does anyone out there know about that? I really don't actually know. Yeah. And somebody in the chat saying they know a lot of deaf drivers. So yeah, I don't know. I've never thought about that.
alright. I
Uh,
didn't know. I was just speculating.
I remember the other fun injury stories that come out of San Diego Comic-Con as the old lady who fell out of the line into traffic and was hit by a car for Hull H. And
yeah,
then
for Twilight.
it was a Twilight panel. She fell out of the line into the street and was struck
Yeah.
by a car.
oh my
And
god.
then there was a person stabbed in the eye with a pencil from Hall
Yeah.
H during a Harry Potter panel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times, man. Fond memories of Comic Con.
Yeah. Does that make Comic-Con the most violent convention in America?
It
I
might.
bet, I bet there's things that we don't know about that are like, you got gun conventions get crazy all the time. Right? Everyone's got guns.
There's
Everyone's
gotta
got
be-
one.
No,
Or like
that's the most
UFC
safe-
convention. People are
A
eager to try
UFC
out new moves.
Yeah, what's the steroid convention? That can't be a fun place.
Oh man.
Well, they're real nice there. They're just, ready to go.
Well, we're talking about outbreaks. We're talking about, things that happen, infections, whatever. We should talk about the most important news that did come out today. And I hate to bring down the mood. Did you guys hear about The Last of Us 2?
Yeah.
No, I
Delayed.
did not.
Delayed.
Delayed.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
Yep. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but
was it delayed because it's in poor taste, or because they can't work on it anymore?
well, it's funny. No, it's funny you mentioned that. So what I had, first of all, what I had heard was that this game was pretty much done because it was supposed to come out in, I think it was February. It was supposed to come out in February, and then I heard it was like, you know what? Give it a little more time. Let's bug test it some more. Man, I bet they're wishing they got it out in February.
Yeah.
So they bug tested it more, but I heard it was pretty much done. And I'm sorry, I cannot stop burping. This is ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
drinking
I've been
that. What
trying to
are you
say this
drinking?
for like 10 minutes. I'm really
Hey,
sorry.
wait,
Is that a
time out.
symptom?
Everyone stop. 1 second. You found that fucking ugly ass frog.
Wow.
I see
Oh,
it.
he did.
Kevin
Where was that?
combed the podcast set and it was like wedged behind some furniture or some shit.
I knew it was in there somewhere. You were
So I
so
want to give shout
convinced
out
I
to
stole
Kevin
it.
for that. But also, Kevin, shout out because I haven't had to, you guys mentioned going out to stores to pick up stuff. I haven't needed to go to a store because one, I had enough food at home already. But also, Kevin's wedding keeps paying dividends. They've had enough Coke Zero to last another 10 years. So I want to say thank you for that. And also, fuck you, because it keeps making me burp. I'm going to burp
Yeah,
right
but
now.
the problem with that is you're literally the only person I know in my life who drinks Coke Zero. So that only benefits you.
Yeah, well, you darn right it benefits me. Anyway, going back to
Darn
Last of
right.
Us 2, sorry. They were working on it, whatever. I heard that they were still, all that needed to be done was QA testing. And from what I understand, that didn't slow down. They were just having people do it at home. So that was fine. That was not the issue. What they're saying is the issue was actually they looked at it, they broke down the numbers, and basically said Naughty Dog was very candid in their thing, and they said it's really just the logistics of making the package, like the physical package for retail.
Oh, wow.
We just at the level that this game, that we worked on it, we can't launch it in a way that will work. And So we're just gonna wait. Now
They don't want to do like digital only early.
Yeah, what the hell?
Even though it's done.
Now, here's the thing. Now, that's exactly it. This is what I was telling my brother today. I was talking with him about it. Xenoblade, as I mentioned, is coming out May 29th. Now, I hope that my comments did not lead to this delay. You know,
It didn't help, Rocco. It
it
didn't help.
I know. But that's still coming out. A lot of games are still planning to come out, even on that day, May 29th. I was telling my brother, here's what I think. I think that they factored that in. Okay, yeah, the retail part might be hurt. Okay. They could release it digitally, they could whatever. But I think they had a marketing guy, because just a couple days ago, they said, no, nothing's going to be delayed, we're good. I think someone in marketing stepped up and said exactly what Derek said. Hey, this is about a pandemic. Like,
Yeah.
this is already looking dodgy. We're not helping by putting this out, and it's going to be miserable. Because I kept hearing that the theme of this game, like, was like real negative. Like, I heard that this game goes dark, and I bet you that someone in marketing threw out that, hey, maybe it's not the best time to do this right now. And then they thought, well, okay, but if we delay that, people are going to ask a lot of questions. Well, let's also delay this other game, this Iron Man game, because they announced that at the same time. Now it looks like they just have to delay things across the board. Right. I think someone in marketing stepped in and did that. That's my opinion.
Interesting. Yeah, because I've never heard of that Iron Man game, but what a perfect Judas to take the fall. No one cares about, what was it, VR?
You know, I think too, sorry, not to come trample the Iron Man conversation, but like if you're a kid or whatever, teenager, and you're playing this game and it gets real dark and then you have a family member who dies, you're probably not going to want to play this game anymore.
See, yeah, you know, I think they took that all into consideration.
Yeah.
I think they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit is scary, and it's only going to get scarier at this point.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see them being like, "Hey, wait a minute, fuck this for a second. You know, wait a year. Who cares?"
But that being said, I think I mean, people are saying, hey, expect more delays with a lot of stuff. I'm sure that's gonna happen. I mean, like, yeah, I don't think that's like the only reason, or there would be never a delay if not for that. I think things will be delayed, but I still think that's the course of what happened. I still believe.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't know how much they rely on physical retail. You know,
Yeah.
if that's a significant source of where they get their money to fund these games, that ain't happening right now. So
Yeah, I think that is still a very significant thing. I mean, you still have people line up for these stores when games come out, and I think to lose that, it would not, for them to work that many years on this and then foul it up at the end. I don't even see that as like a money, you know, oh, they're just doing this for money. No, it's like you work that hard for years. I mean, if we were in the same situation and we needed, for some reason, like version 4, it had to be out in, like, we had, let's say
like
we
a
had
movie
like a whole
theater release or something.
What's that?
If we did like a movie and had to release it in theaters or something.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, by the way, you were going to be in every Best Buy, but now you're not. Just put it on your YouTube channel. I would be like, no, can we wait? You know, like,
Yeah.
like, oh, it's going to be in theaters countrywide. Oh, but all this is going on. Can you just put it on YouTube? No, I'd wait. So I don't blame Naughty Dog at all. I don't think that's the case at all.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, but I was bummed about that. That being said, Xenoblade supposedly still on track, so that's the power of the Monado.
There is going to be a lag or a lull, rather, later on, and maybe next year, late this year, because no one.
Right now?
Yeah, shut up.
Oh.
No one is going to make anything right now. Nothing's being made. Like, this is like a time where there's going to be like months of zero content, like movies, TV shows, whatever, being made.
Yeah,
it's going to be a weird lull, and after a little bit, like, we got nothing.
You know what? I'm part of some Facebook groups of some like local filmmakers here in San Diego, and there are people who are like rumbling about young adventurous filmmakers should go to Las Vegas right now, make a wild indie movie.
Yeah,
and I guarantee you that stuff's happening. So
someone's probably doing that. But
I don't encourage that though. To anybody watching, not working.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, I I have seen traces of it. I don't know why this podcast keeps going back to The Walking Dead. My God. But my parents, that's like their favorite show. And the season, there's a new season, and it's been going because, you know, they did it a long time ago. But the finale is not airing. They're airing every episode up until then, and then the finale is TBD because post-production had to stop. Like, they just like had to call it at one point. So I think that's what you're going to see is like all these things that they're going now, but I think you're going to start seeing a hanging thread. Like, well, then, you know, leaving you hanging.
There'll be a lull in content.
Yeah.
Which
The actors will just recreate it from their living room, and you know, they'll read the comic to you from Fireside.
I'd be down with that, dude. If the second half of Westworld this season was just like them acting it out in the living room, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Like little kid play.
Yeah,
style.
just do it like DBZ, you know, like we do it, you know, just kind of in their living room. Actually, that involved a lot of people and a lot of physical activity, so maybe that's not a bad. Maybe that's not a good situation.
But I'd love to see Anthony Hopkins like just trying to put on the best costume he can make from his closet.
Yeah. I'm a cowboy.
I bet he's got some weird shit in there, you know, Hannibal Lecter mask and all the other fucked up shit he's had to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Hey, let's pause for just 1 second. I want to say thank you everybody for watching. And I want to introduce you, well, reintroduce you, let's say, because I guarantee you we've plugged it before, but we will again. Shop.mega64.com is a great place to get all the best stuff. We have apparel unlike any other. And Amazon is like, oh yeah, we might be able to get you a cool shirt in June. Nah. Kevin has been in solitude, in the fortress of solitude. It looks like where Superman lives. He's been in an ice palace by himself with 2 polar bears guarding the entrance.
Nice.
What were we talking about? Oh, he's still shipping stuff out, and we've got a lot of stuff to ship, and we will ship it good, baby. This is the worst plug I've ever done. Sorry.
All right, it's your
We got a lot of great stuff. Tomorrow, in fact, actually yesterday, if you're watching this on YouTube, we got 2 new items. One of them you might have seen at PAX, the Transport long sleeve tee, one of the hottest items that we had at PAX. It's sold out there. We're going to have that up for pre-order. Check it out at shop.mega64.com. It's one of my favorite designs we've ever had. But then Derek actually brought a new design to the table. It wasn't at PAX. It's brand new. The Fond Memories long sleeve, which I posted that on Twitter, and it was doing endgame numbers. I mean,
whoa, really?
People were saying it was hot. People saying they needed it. So go ahead and, you know, if you like these streams, if you like our show, you like what we do, and you want to look good too, shop.mega64.com is the way to get it.
Pick up that shirt.
Yeah.
Pick up the Fond Memories shirts. It is a very special design by local, I believe San Diego local artist, Bebo Sloth. Follow Bebo Sloth on Instagram. He does cool work just like that. And it's a badass shirt. I'm very happy with it. And there should be a couple cool designs coming from other artists very soon.
Bebo Sloth is a great artist, and I'm just now realizing I credited the wrong artist when I posted this. Let me.
Shit!
I'm gonna adjust that real quick because all of Derek's art is usually the same person. I totally
I know.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, Bebo Sloth.
Bebo Sloth is legit really good, and I totally didn't realize they did something for us.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
all right.
Fix
that. Anyway. patreon.com/mega64 is also full of new stuff. We put up a new friend. We had some friend dimensions done before this situation that we're still going through, and those are a lot of fun. They just played a couple indie games on there, but we have a lot more to come. In fact, there's some stuff from the vault coming today. So be sure to check that out. Anyway, just wanted to give everyone a little shout out, a little plug on that. Anyway, sorry, going back to
well, what were we talking about?
What were we talking about?
Walking Dead, but fuck that.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
I keep hearing about that, and I'm getting sad.
Can we talk about, I don't know if we should save this for Sunday's show, but we did put out a new video this week.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right, crazy subject. We covered it. Nobody else is touching this with a 10-foot pole. Ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19. We made the video.
We put out a
made a
video
sketch.
with the tips and advice, for everyone to follow.
Yeah. No, actually, I was being ironic just then. I was being sarcastic because everybody on Earth has been making these videos, and that's what we were parroting when we wrote this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, did you see the video? Did you like the video? Did you hate the video? Was it the worst thing we've ever made?
It's one of those things. It's got to be one of them.
Yeah,
Those are your options.
it's one of those
love
polarizing videos.
filming that video. I had so much fun filming that and like cursing at my kids. They thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I got lost in a forest and had like Jenny had the script on her phone and was like going through the lines with me while she was working. It was fun. It was a fun
Jenny was
experience.
great. Very
Yeah.
natural performance.
She hates being on camera, but she is good. I think she's great.
Well, she didn't have to be on camera. The voiceover was
Yeah,
perfect.
she doesn't even like that, but she
That's
hit
even.
it.
Oh,
It's not her thing, but she nails it.
that's
She
what
nailed
she's
it.
lended to the versions as well. It's just always the voiceover, but
Mhm.
it's perfect. I love when you got to smear mud all over your face.
Can I tell you something stupid
was
about that
that?
mud? It was mud.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
fuck.
got mud from my house in a cup, or dirt from a cup, and then made the mud with like a water bottle at that place because I'm like, I don't trust this mud. I want to make my own mud that I know where the dirt came from.
You were
Little
causing
mud.
mud for the video?
Yeah,
Yeah,
causing
yeah,
ruckus.
I was like,
Yeah.
I know it's in
Making
my
mud.
dirt. It's not great, but it's not whatever like leeches are in this place. So
Now, originally, Sean was actually going to be doing the music part, but we switched at the last minute. So I was
Yeah.
going to be doing the Mudman segment, but
Yeah,
I think
okay.
Sean did great. I thought Rocco and Sean, I think your parts were actually funnier than my song, but that's just
Oh.
my opinion.
My
I-
parents were I thought Sean's part was hilarious, but I didn't know Derek was going to do a Rage Against the Machine song either, so that cracked me up.
I
liked,
didn't either.
None of us
That
knew
was
what the other part was
terrible.
really going to turn out to be, and so holding the guitar and not playing it was great. But
yeah, I love that.
but my parents were very eager to, like, they've been cooped up and they love hamming it up and they've had no outlet for anything. So they were very down to do that. And it's also kind of reflecting on them a little bit because when this started, they were like every other adult that age where they were kind of going, whatever, I'll go out and do stuff. And it's like, oh, please don't, please stop. Now they're not like that. They're being very careful now. But yeah, I think everyone knew those people. So I think they were very happy to.
You spraying
Portray
your
that.
mom with that chemical is so funny to me.
Oh,
That was so good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like you apologize right before you do it. I don't know. That was great.
Yeah,
You asked me the day before, hey, do we have anything I could that would be like safe to spray, like we have this idea for a video and I need to spray someone in the face. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. I think just use the Lysol can and
Just get them.
And good
just do
luck.
the sound effect.
Johnny, thoughts?
Yeah. It's a good video. I laughed. I
Okay,
enjoyed it.
Johnny, let's put you on the
Yeah.
spot. Whose was your favorite segment? Go ahead.
Oh,
Oh, F
God.
Mary kill, Johnny. F Mary
Oh
kill.
no. I mean, to be real, I mean, I don't know. I like them all equally. I
No,
can't pick.
no.
I have to
Boo.
pick.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like you're being real,
Yeah.
Johnny.
I'm not buying
I don't
that.
know.
This segment's called Johnny on the Spot. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm good friends with Johnny. I can pick up on the emotional vibes.
No.
Johnny didn't like the video.
No, I like the video.
Johnny thought the video was shit.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
It's okay,
I like
man.
Sean's
I'm
part
not
the
offended.
best. I like
Thank
that he covered
you.
himself in mud. There you go.
Oh, thank you, Johnny.
Oh.
Thank you.
Boo.
All right. And you
Wrong
fuck
answer.
Derek?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Well,
That
thank
was-
you for your honesty.
That was a fun segment.
It was a fun video to film. I had trouble selecting what song I was going to do because obviously Imagine by Gal Gadot was the inspiration.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
was like, well, how do you make fun of that? And I was like, Who Let the Dogs Out? Icky Thump, could be funny.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, I felt like Rage Against the Machine was the way to go.
Yeah.
I thought that song I didn't know that song had like a 45-second musical intro.
Yeah.
So I had to cut that down. But
Yep.
Rage Against the Machine's pretty cool, I found out.
Yeah, they
Never
are
been
pretty
Rage
cool.
head.
The cheapest tickets for their Oakland show were $190. So they're kicking ass nowadays.
Yeah, that machine, they're killing it.
That
Hey.
machine is pretty much dead.
The machine is bigger than ever, so it takes money to rage against that machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ticketmaster selling those fucking tickets. Got them. We got them.
Yeah, they're kicking ass via Live Nation.
Listen, you guys, Rage Against the Machine can't rage against the machine unless they are well fed and well rested. So they can think of all these rages to have against the
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
So they need to be, comforted and well maintained. So
Maybe
they can rage.
Maybe the machine is like a Mac or something. Like the new Mac Pro. You can upgrade those until they're like $50,000. So maybe they, needed to work up to that and sell those tickets. I don't know. That's
When you're writing a platinum selling album about political change, you probably need those expensive computers.
Yeah. That's going to be tough.
And 4 of them. You got to split them amongst all members.
Hey, let me ask you about that. Speaking of, the machine and money.
Yeah.
Both of those. If you guys get the check tomorrow, like, all right, here's the check signed by Trump, $1,200 or whatever it's supposed to be. Now, let's say you're not in a pickle, because who knows where we're going to be by the time we get that. Maybe you'll need every penny of that for supplies or whatever. But let's say tomorrow all your basic human stuff is fine, and this is just extra money. What do you think you'll get?
I'm not spending it.
I don't know why that struck me as so funny.
What do you
Like
think
an
you'll
extra-
get?
Like the
Extra
world is
$1,200.
closed down. You can't go anywhere nice. You can't buy retail anywhere. What the fuck are we getting?
Saving.
But I'm just saying, like, if there's something like you can only do something like cool or fun with it. You know what I mean? Like, because honestly, maybe by the time it comes, that's not an option. We need it for basic human stuff. But let's say it's not. Let's say everything is fine tomorrow and you still get that check. What would you get?
Like everything goes back to normal tomorrow, and you just have an extra $1,200.
Yeah. If it was an extra, if it was like everything was fine and it's fun,
Okay.
what would you get?
Oh,
Dude, aren't you playing Animal Crossing? You got to pay off that mortgage with it.
that sounds. I'm gonna get a mortgage. I want to buy a house, so I'm saving for that. So I'm
You're
just
not gonna get that with $1,200. That's
It doesn't hurt.
But
It doesn't
saving,
hurt.
Fucking cardboard box.
Sean and I both want savings, but you're telling us we're not allowed to put it responsibly into a savings account. We got to spend it.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't care. It's honestly just if you didn't, the reason they're sending it out is to make everything okay and da-da-da. But let's just say
I got a good
the
answer.
future is not in. Let's say the virus is gone tomorrow and you get
exactly.
that 1,200. What would you?
I know
I will
exactly what I'd do.
I will spend 1,200 on survival tools, equipment, food for the next time this shit fucking happens.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
plan
don't.
ahead.
I didn't have I still have everything I need to get through this, but hey, now that we're seeing real drill, maybe get some more canned food in rotation. Maybe get some more equipment, or not necessarily becoming a prepper, but having more stuff. So at the drop of a hat, you wouldn't have to go out again.
Change of subject real quick, and I'll tell you what I spend my money on in a moment. But what Garrett is touching on is something that I've actually been wondering about and kind of worried about. Like, is this going to make our generation crotchety? You remember when your grandparents would not let you throw away a banana peel because they wanted to eat it because they lived during the Great Depression?
Yeah, because
you
they
know
came from
what's
a
going to happen to
time
us
where.
now?
Yeah.
I'm going to be an old man, and if you sneeze, I'm going to fucking flip out because of what I experienced in 2020.
Yeah.
This is gonna change how people interact with each other forever. And I think that if you are alive during this time, even kids at this time, I think social distancing will be a much more practiced thing even after this. People are just gonna be like, I don't want to be next to anybody. Fuck them.
In what way though? I don't know.
Handshaking. We should go to bowing like the.
I really
Yeah.
think that maybe the handshake is gonna go away.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I already don't care to like touch people, so that's already. I'm already like fine with that.
Well,
like, go
what
away.
about what Garrett is saying? Like becoming more prepared for future pandemics,
Yeah,
or having like a I don't know, like always thinking about sanitation and germs. Like, are we all going to become germophobic?
yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I think a little of that is good. Because when you're saying that, Sean, I'm thinking, in terms of distancing, I'm thinking, well, because my immediate thought is no. I think, because like, I think people are gonna want to do stuff like ride the subway and ride a train or a plane wherever. I think in that sense, that will go back. I feel like the demand for that is too high to not do that. But if there's like a flu season and everyone's in an office, maybe they'll be more conscientious about, hey, we could do this from home. We don't need to do this here.
I'll tell you,
I
they've
could see
always
some
had
give and
that
take.
Lysol wipe at the supermarket to wipe off your shopping cart.
Yeah.
I've never used that before. I'll probably use that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
100%. And I do think that now they're saying, oh, maybe you should wear the masks. We've been wearing it for weeks, people. Just to
Yeah.
be safe. Better
meant
safe
to-
than sorry.
We're so ahead on the news. Last time we did this, I announced that America was #1 in infections on this podcast, and then that night on NBC they were announcing. I was like, we should be the fucking newscasters.
I meant to bring that up right at the beginning. What the hell with this mask shit? There's literally no point to literally if you have masks, throw them away. They do not do any. You mean to tell me it's no better having a mask on than not having a mask on? Like, even
worse.
just a little. Well, all it does is, all it can do really is prevent the spread of it if you already have it. Okay,
That's not
That's
true.
fine.
great.
Can I break it? I'll break it down for everybody out there who doesn't believe in masks. The germs, the viral droplets, they become aerosolized. They float around in the air. If you get a little particle called a viral load inside your body, then it starts multiplying and doubling, and that's how the infection starts. So you want to stop those particles from entering your orifices, your mucous membranes, your nose, your eyes, your mouth. So obviously a mask is going to be a barrier. They're even saying now they're recommending just wearing a bandana because that might help.
Totally.
Yeah. No, there's people saying like, oh yeah, cotton masks. Here's how you make it. Here's how you do that. And I just think, I just feel like that's such common sense. Yeah. If you cover your mouth, it's better than not covering even if it's not perfect. It's not, but it's better
And-
than nothing. I just
Hashtag viral load. I hope nobody out there ever forgets that term ever again.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want a viral load.
Hell
It'll
no.
ruin your day.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no.
When a little kid
so I
coughs
think-
at you, get that viral load away from me.
I think
it's better
that
than-
you will see, like in Japan, we were there. Everyone had a mask on if they themselves were feeling sick,
Yeah.
and I think that will start seeing way more. Like you'll see that way more often here now.
Yeah. I kind of agree with people in the chat were saying it. I totally think there were people saying that because of I think they didn't want people running out to buy masks. I think they were fearful of the supply of that or something like that. And it was like, you know what? If this doesn't help that much, then let people just kind of like, let's gloss over that for now and let us supply, like they didn't want
Somebody
the
in the
supply
chat
to go
is
up.
also saying if you want to wear masks, you should wear some eye protection while you're at it. And that is true, but I was listening to some doctors who were requesting this protective equipment, the PPE, and they were saying they want masks first and foremost. That's most important. And then second to that, they want gloves and eyewear, which is also important, but they want to cover this area most important.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to do that. And we got to get rid of the stigma that if you're wearing a mask, it's bad. Oh no. I mean, like there's like a peer pressure situation there and it's, fuck that.
Yeah, and like again, the first time I went to Costco, this is like 2 weeks ago. I had them on. Everyone looked at me. I went to Costco again yesterday, and like half the people had a mask on.
Yeah. So I guess it's going that way. And that's
The best thing you can have is that respirator with that little breathing pouch on front.
Thank you, Garrett.
N95.
Holy shit. Thank you,
The
Garrett.
N95.
Yeah, Garrett had like, can we say that, Garrett? We could
Yeah,
say it.
yeah, totally.
Garrett had like a stockpile of this mask that was like impossible to get. Is that what it is? The N95 mask?
Yeah.
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 But it's not a stockpile. He had like a pouch of them because he used it for when he was at his like with working with chemicals and shit. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
brought
you know-
a pouch of them here, but I think he has much more.
Yeah,
do.
working in the industry that I do, they provide a lot of PPE, as Derek mentioned earlier. I never thought we'd talk about personal protective equipment on
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah.
But I've known about PPE forever because it's like a big thing with the safety industry and construction.
Yeah.
And you know, I have that stuff in my own shop here at the studio. I have that stuff at work provided by my other employer too. So yeah, when this all happened, I like busted out my gloves and N95 masks, and I'm like, hey everyone, like these are here at the studio, use them if you want. I've been not really wearing the masks yet. I think it might get there if I have to go grocery shopping again or something, like Sean was saying. But I have been, if I'm outside of my house, I am gloved up
yep.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
I
all the
haven't
time.
been doing masks or anything going out. Again, I'm not like, I only am doing that if I think I'm going to have a face-to-face interaction with someone. Like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. I would do it.
It just,
but
it keeps
I just
me
haven't been going
from-
out, honestly.
It keeps me from touching my face, which I would definitely do tons throughout the day before.
Yeah.
So it keeps me from touching my face, and it's basically just kind of become like a routine. If I'm outside of my house, I just wear the gloves. They recommended that at my job as one of the precautions because we're
Just
still.
do the mask if you're outside of your house. Why not?
Yeah,
The
that's true
mask is
too.
more important.
I've been doing a lot of painting and stuff here at the shop at the studio, so I am masked up most of the day in there.
I feel like people are more comfortable with wearing gloves because gloves are a normal thing and you can easily hide your hands, stick them in your pocket or put them behind your back. The mask, there's no hiding that. And so
Yeah.
it's like, you feel like a dork, like, people are going to look at me weird. Everyone should get over that. Prioritize
Yeah.
wearing a mask. Just put it on.
And
Well,
in regards, oh, what's that?
I would say, as I was telling someone, I was like, I'd rather feel dumb than sick. So I'll feel dumb any day. I don't want to feel sick. I don't want to
No.
get this.
Just think of your stuff. You look so cool. It's like post-apocalyptic. It's like Mad Max. Just put your mask on. Just trust me. It's going to look a lot cooler to wear one pretty soon anyway.
Well,
So
Yeah.
the gloves definitely have been fitting in with my style.
Ooh,
So
you got black ones? Where the black
Fuck,
ones come from?
see, Trish from her work, she's been supplied with the black latex, so we've been trading.
Oh,
I got a whole
fuck.
spectrum. I got green, blue, nude.
Yo, dog, give me this black. I might look cool.
I could give us some blacks. You want large
Okay.
or XL?
I'll take large.
Don
I'm not
wants
All right,
crazy.
I want two
black
rolls.
ones.
I want 2 rolls of toilet paper in exchange
got it.
for
Nope.
20
Hey,
pairs.
Garrett, not an issue. No
All right,
problem.
cool.
Oh, we're watching live. We should make
I'm
a show
ready.
out of this where people barter supplies live.
I'm ready
on
for
Twitch.
barter times again. Bring it back.
Yeah, Garrett's been
Yeah.
really hyped about that.
Johnny, thoughts?
About what? Bartering?
Okay, well, I thought you were fucking paying attention, Johnny. Never
I
mind.
was. They were bartering for gloves.
What do you need, Johnny? Are you want to throw anything on the trade?
I mean, I would love a mask. I have just like the normal
Come to
surgical.
the
I don't
studio.
have like N95. I don't have a car.
Uber
Ah.
down.
I'm not. I would rather die than go in an Uber.
Or Uber Eats from our
We're-
studio and have them deliver the mask to you.
You
Oh,
just
there you go.
moved. Did you move closer to me? Maybe I'll drop a mask off.
It's a little closer than where it was before.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Doesn't sound
Oh,
well.
there's
I
a
don't know. It
car
doesn't sound
passing
too
right now.
close.
Garrett, the bottom line is if you have access to a ton of those masks, I think we should just say it right here and now. You know, Kevin's going to be shipping out a lot of merch. Let's do it. Secret prize with every shirt is a
Stop it.
N95 mask.
Yeah.
Garrett, you're good for it, right? Just
Did you see the video that some guy in New York had like, I'm not exaggerating, almost 1 million masks that he was hoarding and selling for 700 times what they cost to like doctors and shit. And the FBI
That's
raided
illegal.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FBI came in and
Good.
raided, took them all. But it filled up like
Good.
one of those like huge U-Haul things of boxes of these fucking N95 masks. It was crazy.
damn, man.
They'll write
Well,
an
good-
article
good they,
about
At
how-
least it's in New York where they need them.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole.
Hey, so what I would spend my $1,200 on?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
What's the best way to put this? Me and Johnny are going to pool our money together, so it's $2,400.
Ooh.
All right.
And we go to Las Vegas for AEW Double or Nothing, and we have a
Yeah.
wild Vegas weekend. Craps table, shooting guns, helicopter rides, the MGM, the works.
That's it.
Nightclub.
That's
Rent
if
a
the thing
tank
ended
in Las
tomorrow. That's
Vegas.
what you would spend it on.
Yeah, we'd be right back on track with what we were going to do before all this nonsense started.
Yeah, I think I would go on a vacation with Ginny and the kids, and we could get out of this place.
I would just pick up right where it all left off. Like it was just done and out of my mind.
Sean almost called his own house a hellhole. I know. I could sense
No.
it. The hesitation. Yeah, I would get everyone out of this place.
I just realized now, like, our house is very small.
Am I wrong, Sean? Though that you almost said it. I mean,
You did.
I
This
think
place.
this it's 6 of us and 1,100 square feet is very small.
hey, I
But
can understand.
everyone- again,
I'm not hating
is
on
like-
you. What?
I understand.
It's a
Everyone has
mental-
been awesome. Like we've all like kept it together and we're all doing really good. But man, it makes you realize like, oh, I wish I had a bigger house. I just, that's all I've been thinking about. So yeah, maybe the house is a little small, turning into a hellhole, but not because of the occupants. It's because of the house itself.
Yeah, sure. Anybody else? Yeah, anybody else? Go ahead, Johnny. What would? Oh, Johnny. I guess you and Derek are in cahoots.
Johnny's gonna
Yeah,
make it
sorry.
rain.
Okay,
For the
I'm
first
gonna
time.
say, I'm gonna go nuts. If I didn't have to do any, if I'm not in any dire straits and the thing is over and all that stuff, and I get that $1,200.
Yeah.
16-inch MacBook Pro.
Whoa!
Oh, there you go.
I know.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
going like outside the box
Hey,
a little bit.
I don't want to make you too jealous, Rocco, but I got my check early and look at I upgraded my system. This laptop rules now. Let me show you.
Oh
You
no,
got good
Sean's already
technology?
using a 16-inch
Wait.
MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I got. Look at that. So-
Dude,
Yeah, it's pretty
nice. Oh,
sick.
so you already got it. So you'll have to let me
Yeah.
know how it is.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes. But it's been pretty sick.
That's like an apple with a worm coming out of it.
I don't know what that worm was. That
Brand
was
back.
weird.
The
Ryan
worm
out.
is like a new software edition. I don't know. It doesn't
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
sense, but
It's been
Apple's
working
going
a lot
pro.
better
Cutoff
since
right
that.
now. That is our cutoff for this quarantine show.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's about it for this week. But thanks everybody for watching Mega64antine. Again, streamed every Thursday afternoon for the foreseeable future at 4 p.m. Pacific here on Twitch. And then it'll be up on YouTube every Saturday. So you got a little extra something from us every week. And I want to say thank you to Kevin again for remotely controlling the show as we do this.
I want to say there has been a noticeable jump in quality of the podcast and this show, and I will say that it is not due to me. Johnny has been editing and it's really killing
Shouts
it.
out.
So Johnny, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, Johnny's been editing the podcast and some of the stuff. The Death Stranding hologram gag from the last podcast was so good. I didn't know that was going to be in there, and people were sending me clips of me as a hologram, and I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I was afraid you guys were gonna hate that, so I just like put it in there and just didn't say anything.
No, that
And I'm
bit
glad
was
you guys
great.
liked it, so
So
No,
thank
Johnny's
you very
been
much
great.
for doing
so
that.
Thank you to everyone. Garrett, Kevin, Rocco.
Thanks to the viewers, I've noticed also like a big jump in the viewers that we've got streaming PPS and streaming music stuff lately.
Yeah,
It's been fun to.
it's
be
been
here.
really cool, and Brian is still running the show on Sundays, and he's been doing great, and everybody has just been doing good stuff. So thank you, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's right.
We will
see
see
you
you
in
on
just a few
Sunday.
days, everybody.
Yeah, we'll
and
see. Sunday night for the
yeah.
podcast.
and don't we have
Oh.
some more live content coming up soon?
Yes, I wanted to tell everyone if you're watching this on Twitch right after this. Well, not right after this. We're going to set up for a little bit, but me and Kevin are going to do a quarantine edition live creepy old crypt episode We're going to talk about old, dead theme park attractions that we can't go on anymore because we can't go anywhere right now anyway. So we're going to do it. We have a brand new technology that we're going to debut for this, where it's going to be, we're basically going to be in the same room, but we're not.
Wow.
Even more,
Whoa.
it's gonna make Mega64antine look like a fucking rotary telephone.
Dang.
Damn.
So get ready for
That's
some new technology.
intimidating, and that sounds exciting. So
Are you doing a
everybody
future
stick
probe as well,
around.
Rocco? Or are you just a future probe?
This is gonna be a tandem thing. It's all
Gotcha.
one in the. It's all
Understood.
Yeah, so-
And one last thing, I will say that this is, you guys don't believe this fucking happened, but the podcast icon logo thumbnail has changed on iTunes finally.
yes,
It's not picture of 2006 us anymore. So
Yes.
if you do not subscribe to us on iTunes, do so. And then, why not rate it? 5 stars. Give us a rating. It doesn't
Yeah.
hurt.
I'm
Yeah,
down
and
with that.
share it. And
We-
share it with your friends and email it to your mom and say, "This is why I'm fucked up."
Yeah, yeah, and then screen cap that and then send it to us. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah, we should bring this up again on the main podcast and talk about it there because it was a whole mess of shit. But I want to let everyone know that. So yeah, it is. We have new artwork for the first time in 14 years. So
Just
all
stick
right.
around, everybody, for Rocco and Kevin, and you'll see the rest of us on Sunday.
All right. See you guys later. Take care.